Should your child specialize early in one sport or play multiple sports? I'm a sports medicine physician, I take care of professional athletes, and I want to talk to you about whether specializing early will lead to elite performance in the future. As a physician, I believe in evidence-based medicine. I believe in evidence when it comes to making decisions and using them to guide us in the future, and there was a systematic review from 2021 that took over 9,000 athletes and looked at whether early specialization led to better outcomes in the future. Here's what it showed. When looking at these over 9,000 athletes, there are a few trends that make sense. Kids who specialize early, train more in a single sport at an early age, performed better earlier on. And these kids had a significantly higher risk of injury and burnout and stopping sports by the time that they were in adolescence and into their high school years. Whereas when you look at the athletes who played multiple sports throughout their youth and adolescence, they tended to reach elite levels more often than these early specializers. And the reason for that was not just because they became necessarily better athletes, but also because they weren't burning out and weren't getting injured. They had more of an opportunity to be present at the time that elite develops when we're upper teens and into our 20s. So the big takeaways are early specialization may make your kid better early on. You'll be sitting on the sidelines and you may have one of the better children when they're 10, 11, 12 years old. But it does increase the risk that they're going to get injured and potentially burn out by the time they're 13, 14, or 15. Letting kids play multiple sports may mean that your kid's not the best at one sport when they're those ages, but overall they have a better chance of being elite in that one sport later on in life. So what are your goals? Is the goal to have them peak when they're 13, or is it to have them peak when they're 18, 20, 24? Diversifying their movement, sports sampling, it's not a lack of focus, it's not a lack of commitment. It's a commitment to long-term success, long-term movement, long-term body development. You're preventing injury. You're doing the best for your child. I recommend multiple sports and avoiding early sports specialization if you can, and this study supports that. If you're looking for more interpretations of large studies and making sure that you're getting the latest on sports medicine research, be sure to give me a follow.